ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ नवमोऽध्यायः।
अथ नवमोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम्
इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम्
प्रवक्ष्याम्यनसूयवे
प्रवक्ष्याम्यनसूयवे
ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितम्
ज्ञानं
विज्ञानसहितम्
यज्ञात्वा मोक्ष्यसे शुभात्।
यज्ञात्वा मोक्ष्यसे शुभात्।
राजविद्या राजगुह्यम्
राजविद्या
राजविद्याराजगुह्यम्
राजगुह्यम्
पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम्
पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम्
प्रत्यक्षावगमम् धर्म्यम्
प्रत्यक्षावगमम् धर्म्यम्
सुसुखम् कर्तुमव्ययम्
सुखं
सुसुखं
कर्तुमव्ययम्
कर्तुमव्ययम्
अश्रद्धानाः पुरुषाः
अश्रद्धाना पुरुषा
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप
धर्मस्यास्य
धर्मस्यास्य
परन्तप
परन्तप
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
अप्राप्य
अप्राप्य
मां
मां
निवर्तन्ते
निवर्तन्ते
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
This chapter, ninth chapter, Rajavidya, Rajagugya Yoga. It's it's an important chapter. Some of the important teachings of Vedanta. Important teaching is there in this chapter. The first three shlokas which we saw, they are in the introductory shloka. So, Bhagavan gives the promise. Aham pravakshyami iti. To you, Anasuyave. Anasuyave indicates the Adhikaritvam of the Arjuna. To you, who is an Adhikari, Aham pravakshyami, I will teach. Pravakshyami, I will teach in such a way there will not be any doubt. That's why pravakshyami. What? Jnanam, Vijnana Sakitam. Jnanam as well as Vijnanam. Brahma asti iti jnanam, paroksha jnanam. That Brahma ahamasmi iti jnanam, Vijnanam. I will teach you, knowing which you will be free from samsara. Because jnanam removes ajnanam. Therefore, you will become muktaha. You will be free from samsara. Shubha samsarat mokshase. That vidya is Raja Vidya. Vidyanam Raja, Raja Vidya. Not Raj. It is not the other way. Not Rajnyaha Vidya, Raja Vidya. Vidyanam Raja. Like Danta Raja. So, Vidyanam Raja. And Raja is Purunipata. Raja Vidya. Vidyanam Raja, the king of knowledge. King is the greatest. Sarva Vidya Pratishtham in the language of Mundaka Upanishad. Now this is the greatest Sikh Raja Vidyam, and it is Pavitram. It is Pavitram because it is the greatest purifier. Because there is nothing other than Jnanam which can purify. Naki Jnanena Sadasham Pavitrameka Vidyate. So it is Pavitram, it is the purifier, the greatest purifier. And it is, the knowledge is Pratyaksha Avagamam. It is directly available. Knowing Ishvara as myself, it is available directly. Pratyaksha Avagamam. And it is Dharmyam. It is Shastra. It is Shastram. It is not opposed to Dharma. Dharmyam. Because of the punya gained in so many janma, the one gets the chance to know this. Aneka janma samsiddhaha. Therefore, dharmyam. Dharma, if you take the meaning dharma to be punya, because of the punya, now the person, he has an inclination to know Brahma. Manushyatvam, mumukshutvam, mahapurusha samshaya. Durlabam trayame vaitata deva anugraha yattam. That is the deva anugraha punya. Dharmyam. Susukam kartum. It is because it is oneself, the object of knowledge, even though it is not unlike other object of knowledge, because it is oneself, therefore it is easily accomplished. You don't need to travel, or you don't need much effort as in the other case, because it is yourself. The object of knowledge doesn't lie somewhere else, but it is oneself. Therefore, susukam kartum, and it is avyayam, not subject to change. It is in terms of its result. Everything else is avyaya, but this is avyayam. So therefore, Jnanam Raja Vidya is glorified. Having glorified, then in the next sloka, Bhagavan says, those who do not believe, Ashraddhanaha Purusha, not having Shraddha, Dharmasya Asya Parantapa, Asya Dharmasya, not having Shraddha in the teaching of the Shastra. What will happen to him? Aprapyamam, having not gained me. He returns back. Samsara Bhastmani. Aprapyamam Nivaratante. Nritya Samsara Vartmani. Nritya Samsara Vartmani. They continue in the path of Samsara. And that Samsara that is fraught with death. They continue in Samsara. Jaranam, Maranam, Jaranam, Maranam iti. Punarapi Jaranam, Punarapi Maranam. So therefore he continues. Samsara Vartmani. Not gaining me. Not attaining me. Attainment in terms of knowledge. So therefore not knowing, therefore not gaining me. They perpetuate samsara. They continue in samsara. Up to this we saw third shloka. Now, fourth shloka onwards, I think we have to read. Fourth important shlokas, 4 and 5. So here only Bhagavan begins the topic of this chapter. The these two important shlokas, and they present the teaching of Vedanta. Let us read the shloka number 4. Maya tatamidam sarvam.
Maya tatamidam sarvam
Jagadavyaktamurtina
Jagadavyaktamurtina
Matstani sarvabhutani
Matthani
Matstani sarvabhutani
Nachagam teshvavastitaha.
Nachaham
Nachaham
teshvavastitah.
In this shloka as well as in the following shloka, the word bhuta, the bhuta is used. Bhuta means jivaha ityartha. Bhutani, embodied beings, jivaha, embodied beings. Jiva is created. Jiva is not separate from Atma. Jiva is Atma, that is Jivatma. If Jiva is Atma, since Atma is not created, Atma is not born. Najayate mriyate va kadachit. Nayam bhuta bhavita vana bhujaha. Therefore, Jiva being Atma, therefore Jiva is also not created. Then what is created? Only this Stula Shariram, Sukma Shariram are created. Therefore, what is creation? Therefore, creation is nothing but the manifestation of Jiva, the Atma, through the Shariram. Therefore, bodies are created. And bodies are created, there is a manifestation of Atma through the body, and that is what we call Jiva, Jivatma, Jivaha, Jivatma iti. So bodies are only created. And Bhagavan says the entire Maya Tatam Idam Sarvam, Idam referring to this Jagat, Idam Sarvam, that Maya, tatam. Tatam from tandatu, tanoti. Star is spread. The entire Jagat is pervaded by me. Pervaded by me, and me is Avyakta Murti. Murti, Dakshina Murti. Murti means form. The word Dakshina Murti. Dakshina Abhimukha Murti. Dakshina Abhimukha Murti, Dakshina Murti. The one who faces southern side, Dakshina Murti. Dakshinascha Asam Amurtihi. Amurtihi, formless. Dakshina means the one who is expert, skilled, because he is a teacher, ultimate teacher, Adi Guru. He taught the rishis, revealed Shastram to the rishis. Therefore, Dakshinaha. Chaso Amurti, he doesn't have form. Amurtischa. Dakshina Murti. Similarly, here also Avyakta Murti. It is Dakshina Murti, it is Bhagavan. Avyakta, formless. The form which is not available for objectification. That is formless, Avyakta Murti. So the word, then why, if it is formless, then why the word Murti, Avyakta Murti? Because it is to negate the idea that it is not non-existent. Because Shunyavadi says non-existent, Shunyam is a tattvam, Sarevasam idam agra asit. For them, what idam agra asit is Shunya, nothing. To negate. To negate the idea that Karanam could be non-existent, that Ishvara could be non-existent, Sat non-existent. Therefore, to negate that idea, Murti. So Avyakta Murti. Avyakta Murti means is that which exists. So Jagat Avyakta Murti na. And that Avyakta Murti is Ishvara, that is myself. Therefore, the entire creation is pervaded by Maya, by me referring to Satchit Atma, Satyachit Atma, and that is pervaded by me, limitless. The entire Jagat is pervaded by the limitless Atma. Therefore, Mastani Sarvabhutani, therefore, Matstani, Mayi, Stitani, Mayi Stani, Mayi Tishtati, Mayi Tishtati iti Matstaha. Matstani, here Bhutani, therefore Matstani, Napumsakalingam. Matstam, Matste, Mastani, Bhutam, Bhute, Bhutani. Mayi Tishtati iti Matstaha. In me, they are stitam. They are in me. All the beings, all the lokas also, not only the beings. Bhutani beings, all these Bhautikani, just 14 lokas. Chaturdasha Bhavanani, all the lokas. They can be called Bhutas. They are included. Everything is included. Mastani, Mayi Stitam. They exist in me. So everything is existing. The individual body, mind, sense complex, the total, all the lokas, everything exists in me. Everything exists in me, the Atma, Brahma, which is not created, which doesn't come to existence at any particular point, which is ever existent. That is why Avyakta Murtina. Therefore, all beings have that being in me. The Bhagavan says, when everything exists in Bhagavan, will not Bhagavan will be overweight? Will not be burdened by the weight of all the jiva and the beings and the lokas? How this exists in me? It is like the pot existing in clay. It is like the pot exists in clay. In the clay are all the pots. All the weight of the pots, the clay has to bear. How much overburden will be the clay? Really? Will the clay be overburdened by the weight of all the pots? Pots are nothing but Nama Rupa. It is nothing but clay. So the weight of the pot is the weight of the clay. Similarly, all the beings exist in being is Bhagavan is never overloaded, never can never be burdened, overburdened. In fact, Bhagavan can accommodate more. So therefore, all the beings exist in the Lord, in me. So it exists in me. When we say all the beings exist in me, then what is the reality of the beings? The beings exist. It means they are the karya. Pot is the karya. Clay is the karanam. Pot exists not because of itself, because clay is therefore pot is. Bhagavan is therefore beings are, bhutanis are. So therefore, what exists is Sat, Sat Brahma, Ishvara, without which there cannot be any existence of beings. Even though Sat, Brahma is not available for transaction, without which there cannot be any empirical transaction with the Namarupa, this Jagat. So even though the Sat Brahma not available for transaction, you cannot transact with Sat Brahma, without which there cannot be empirical transaction also. Your transaction only with the Upadhi, the Namarupatmaka Jagat. And the Namarupatmaka Jagat gains existentiality because of Sat Brahma, Ishvara. Therefore, what is this? All these things, they are Mithya. They cannot exist without the Satya Vastu Brahma. All pots are Mithya. Pots are existent, not by itself. Because clay is existent, and the clay alone you cannot use it for any purpose. It should be used for some, it should be, it should have some usefulness. That is in the form of the pot. The pot has a shape, a form, and that is existential transaction. And for the existence, for the empirical transaction of the pot, that is possible because of the clay use. Therefore, the pot is Mithya. The pot is Namarupatmaka pot. Pot cannot exist without clay, and because the pot is available for transaction, it has got some utility. Doesn't mean it enjoys individual existence. Without clay, it cannot exist. It has empirical reality. The reality is clay. Therefore, clay is Satyam and pot is Mithya. Similarly, with regard to all the objects, the entire Jagat is purely Namarupa. It's purely Namarupa. Therefore, Namarupa is Mithya. When it is Mithya, therefore, it has Ashraya in Sat Brahma. And Sat cannot be Shunya. If it is Shunya, then there cannot be empirical transaction. If Sat is Shunya, like the Shunyavadis, who say Sat is, for them the reality is Shunya. If that is Shunya, there cannot be empirical, you cannot explain the empirical transaction. So that if it is Shunya, then there cannot be any transaction. But because there is a transactional reality, therefore, that is a proof. That is a proof for that Sat Brahma. Everything is pervaded by this existence. Maya avyakta murta, avyakta, that existence. Everything is pervaded by Sat Brahma, avyakta. Therefore, it cannot be Shunya. That is by avyakta murti. The word murti is important. So therefore, it is not Shunya, it is not Abhava, it is Bhava. Nasato vidyate bhavaha, na bhava vidyate sataha. So sataha abhavaha na vidyate. Sat cannot be non-existent. Nasato vidyate bhavaha, na bhava vidyate sataha. Abhavaha na vidyate. Bhavaha, abhavaha na vidyate. Bhavaha vidyate. The Bhava exists. Abhavaha vidyate. Even above also, you have to note, when you say thing is non-existent, the thing is non-existent means, in fact, you cannot talk about a non-existent thing. When you say Manushya Shringa, a man with horns doesn't exist, but man exists and horns exist. When these two things are combined, that doesn't have existence. But to say that that a man's horn doesn't exist, there must be a man existing. There must be an existing man. There must be existent horns. That is existence. Therefore, really speaking, there is no tuksha. The abhava is not there. Always, everything is bhava only. Even in dream it is possible. In dream is a illogical thing. Anything is possible. In dream, you can dream of man having horns. So therefore, Shashashringa, rabbits on. So therefore, everything is really, it is bhava. So the Nama Rupatma is because of this bhava, the existence. That is Avyakta Murti, pervaded by this Avyakta Murti, now pervaded by existence. Therefore, the existence, it is not an attribute of the Jagat. Like we say, pot exists. Pot doesn't really exist. Clay exists because of there is pot. But what we say in our usage, the language, we say it is clay pot. As though the clay is an attribute to pot. How can existence be an attribute to pot? In the example, in the Drishtanta, if you see, clay is the cause. Clay exists, therefore pot is. Without clay, pot cannot exist. Therefore, clay is a karanam, pot is the karya. So clay exists, therefore pot exists. Therefore, pot is nothing but it is the existence of clay. But what happened in the usage, we say clay pot. We are giving the existence an attribute, as though it is an attribute of pot. The existence is not an attribute of pot. In fact, it should be other way. Attribute is it is attribute. It is attribute of existence, like potty clay. Pot is the Visheshana for clay, not clay is a Visheshana of pot, because clay is Satyam. So pot is the attribute of existence. So therefore, attribute of existence, not clay is the attribute of pot, or potty clay. But our language is such, the transactional language. We say clay pot. There itself we commit a mistake. It should be potty clay. It should be bangly gold. It should be woody. It be tably wood. Because the pot, the chain, bangle, all these are attributes of the respective karanam, the cause. So therefore, if we analyze what pot is an attribute. It is a nama rupa of the clay. Therefore, clay is satyam, pot is mithya. To say clay pot, it doesn't, you can use in the language, but the understanding, clay is not the attribute of pot. Clay is existence. Pot is the attribute of the existence clay. So clay is ever existent. So karya karanam. So that must be clear. Therefore, that which is karanam, it is self-existent. But what happened? The karanam is put as an adjective. When it is self-existent, because of which the other things, because of which the karya exists. Brahma is self-existent. Doesn't depend on anything else for its existence. Nirashayam Brahma. Jagat has its dependency on Brahma. Therefore, Brahma is the karanam and Jagat is the karya. This is from the karana karya perspective. So therefore, Jagat being the karyam cannot exist apart from karanam, separately from karanam. Without karanam, there can be not karya. Therefore, everything is in the karanam, pachstani. I am the karanam. I am the Karanam, Matstani Sarvabhutani. To say that nothing is away from me. Nothing is away from this Satchit Atma, Paramatma. Therefore, everything is Avyakta Murtina, pervaded by Avyakta Murtina. That is not available for objectification. It is only for knowing. It is not available for objectification. It is not available for transaction. What is available for transaction is only an Nama Rupa. So, therefore, since it is not, this truth is not known, therefore, we take Nama Rupa to be the real. And therefore, and existence as though it is an attribute of this Jagat, like the pot, clay pot. So therefore, Mastani Sarvabhutani, I am the Adhisthana, I am the Karanam, I am the Adhara. I am the I am the Adhisthana of everything. So everything is included in me. So therefore, Mastani Sabhutani. Nachabastani Bhutani. So Nachabastani Bhutani. So Mastani, the fourth shloka is Mastani Sarvabhutani. The next shloka we will see. Nachabastani Bhutani. So Mastani Sarvabhutani. So in me all the beings are there. Nacha agam teshu na avastitaha. So all the beings are located in me, but I am not in any of them. It means what? It means I am the truth of everything. I am the Sat. I am the Sat of everything. Everything exists because of me. I am the Sat of existence. Therefore, Mastani, Sarvani Bhutani. And I am not located in any of them. It means they are Mithya. All the pots exist in clay. All the pots have its existence in clay. But clay is not in. Clay says, I'm not located anywhere. Because to say I'm located anywhere, then it's a problem. It is located in, I'm independent of their existence. It means I'm independent of the existence of the pots. Pot exists or not, I exist. To say that I'm located in the pot, then what will happen? When the pot is destroyed, I get destroyed. Therefore, all they have existence in me. They exist in me, but agam teshu na avasitaha. I do not exist in me. Exist in them. It means aham, I am independent and they are dependent on me. Therefore, satyam and mithya. Aham satyam and they are mithya. Clay is satyam and pots are mithya. Pots have existence in me, the clay, and I, the clay, do not exist, do not depend on them. Teshu navasitaha. So the dependency, so karya as its dependency in karanam, karanam is not dependent on the karya. So karanam is independent. Adhishtanam is independent. So karanam, therefore karana karya, they belong to the different order of reality. Even though the karya is available for transaction, it doesn't, because it is available for transaction, empirical reality, therefore only one thinks it is really real, but it is not really real. The really real is the Sat, Brahma. Clay alone is real, not the pots. Because the pots are available for some utility, some purpose. It is not really real. The really real is clay alone. The pot, therefore, pot enjoys a different order of reality. Even though in the Drishtanta we have to see different order of reality. It's all within empirical only. In the Drishtanta, we have to similarly here, the Dashtanta. What is really real is the Sat Brahma. And this Jagat enjoys empirical reality. Therefore, Sat is Paramarthika, Jagat is Vyavaharika. They enjoy different order of reality. And this empirical Jagat as its existence in the Paramarthika Sat. Therefore, without Paramarthika Sat, where can be this empirical Jagat? Therefore, Sat exists in this Mithya Jagat. The Mithya Jagat exists in Sat, but Sat doesn't exist in Mithya. It means Sat doesn't depend on the Mithya Jagat. Mithya Jagat alone has its dependency on Sat Brahma. So, Matstani Sarvabhutani, Nachakam Tesho Asitaha. This is B is A is not B. That is explained. That is Satyam Mithya. Everything exists in me. The beggar playing the role of the actor playing the role of a beggar. The beggar is the actor, but actor is not the beggar. That is what said in the shloka. Matstani Sarvabhutani. The beggar is the actor, A. But actor in the green room is not the beggar. So Sad Brahma, Sarvabhutani have existence in Sad Brahma, but Sad Brahma, Aham, here Bhagavan says Aham Ishvaraha, Parameshvaraha, Brahma, not Teshu Avastitaha. Teshu, this Avastitaha, do not exist. It means I am independent of their existence. Whether they exist or not, I exist. My existence doesn't depend on the existence of this Namarupatmaka Jagat. In fact, the Namarupa Jagat owes its existence to me. So they exist in me, I do not exist in them. It means the independency of Sadbrahma is pointed out. Therefore, Sat is Satyam, Jagat is Mithya. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. That is the teaching of the Vedanta is present. Therefore, Maya idam sarvam jagat tatam pervaded avyakta murtina by avyakta murtina. Unmanifest, in unmanifest form, in a formless form, pervaded. That is existence. Therefore, all the beings exist in me. They are the karya. So, karya depends on the karana. Does karanam depends on the karya? No. That is what he said. Na agam teshavastitaha. I am being the karanam. Karya owes its karya depends on the karanam me. I do not depend on the karanam. Na agam teshavastitaha. That is the meaning. The actor is there, therefore beggar. The actor can play the role of the beggar. Therefore, beggar is the actor. B is equal to A. But actor is not the beggar. So beggar, where is the beggar? The beggar exists in the actor. B is A, but A is not B. This equation must be clear. So, Jagat is Brahma, but Brahma is not the Jagat. If we say Brahma is the Jagat, then we are reducing Brahma to Jagat. It's a problem. So, this equation must be clear. General, our understanding is A is equal to B is equal to A. It is not like that. B is equal to A. If you understand the Drishtanta, the example, the actor playing the role of a beggar. The beggar B is the actor A. Because without actor A, where is beggar? Beggar cannot exist. Without the actor A, there cannot be the actor. There cannot be the actor playing the role of a beggar. Beggar cannot exist. So the beggar is, if you see the beggar is, analyze the beggar, the reality of the beggar is actor. So it is actor alone. So the beggar depends on the actor A. What about the actor? The actor exists independent of the beggar. The drama you play, in one drama he plays the role of a beggar, in another drama he may play the role of a rich man or some other role. So he is independent of the role of being a beggar, independent of the role of the role of beggar. So therefore, Karana Karya. Karya owes its existence to Karanam. Karanam exists independently, doesn't depend on the Karya. So for Agam Teshu, Teshu is in Bhutas, beings. I do not exist in them. They exist in me. This is only one part. The second part is important. The second part, Bhagavan dismisses Nachamastani Bhutani iti. Let us read the next shloka. Therefore, the two lines, first, the last line of the fourth shloka and the first line of the fifth shloka completely present the teaching of Vedanta. But Satyam and Mithya, that is beautifully revealed in these two shlokas. To start with Mastani Sarabhutani, Achakam Teshu Astitaha. We should not stop there. The next stage is, let us read the fifth shloka. Nacha Mastani Bhutani
न च मस्थानि भूतानि
Pashyame Yogamaishwaram
पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्
Bhuta Bhrunnacha Bhutasthaha
भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थः
Vash Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha.
ममात्मा
ममात्मा
भूतभावनः
भूतभावनः.
If you stop with the fourth shloka, you will not get the essence of the teaching of Vedanta. Matstani Sarvabhutani, that is Karana Karya Prakriya. Karanam Brahma, and this Karya is Jagat. Karya Jagat doesn't exist apart from Brahma. Therefore, Karya exists in Karanam, Karanam do not exist in the Karya. This is the first part. Second part, the Karya, where is Karya really? Where is pot? Pot is nothing but clay alone. It is clay alone. You are just given a name and a form given to the pot. The form is not real. When it is given a particular shape, you are calling it as a pot. You can call pot or you can call whatever name. It is nothing but clay alone. So can we say really clay is a karanam and the pot is a karya? In fact, the status of being a karya attributed to the clay, if you analyze, it reduces to clay alone. Therefore, it is not really a karya. It is not really a karya because what exists on analysis, we find it is nothing but clay alone. So, where is pot? In spite of being a pot, it is nothing but clay alone. So, clay alone is exist. Chain is there, made of gold. The chain is valued not for its shape, not for its, no, not for anything else. It is valued for the substance. The substance is gold. So the value of the chaining is nothing but the value of the gold. Chain is nothing but a form given to the gold. So when you declare how much gold you have, you don't give any weightage to the form. Whether it is a chain or whether it is a ring, whatever it may be, the form of the gold. It is all nothing but gold alone. The form is really doesn't count, doesn't really have any weightage, doesn't have weight. What will be the weight of the form? The weight of gold, it is nothing but the weight of gold alone. It's gold alone all the way. Similarly, it is clay alone. Therefore, karyam really doesn't exist. If karyam doesn't exist, then where is the karanatvam attributed to clay? Where is the karanatvam attributed to gold? From the standpoint of a karyam only, we can refer to a thing as karanam. When karya itself doesn't exist, I don't see karya. A jnani will not see a clay jnani will not see pot as pot. He will see it as a clay only because he has jnanam with regard to pot, with regard to clay. He has got clay jnanam, very clear clay jnanam. Therefore, pot is nothing but clay, lid is nothing but clay. Everything is he sees as clay because without which they cannot exist. Therefore, karya doesn't count. It is mithya. Therefore, because it is mithya, therefore doesn't enjoy separate reality. Therefore, really it is nothing but it is clay alone. Therefore, karyatvam is dismissed. When karyatvam is gone, then what about karanatvam? Karanatvam also goes away. Therefore, what is there is only Brahma. In fact, this is what is done through the Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya, as we have seen in Vedanta Sara. First is as though the Jagat is created, superimposing on Brahma this Jagat, starting from Sukshma Sharira onwards. Then later what we do, we de-superimpose and say everything finally reduces to Brahma eva. Therefore, the karyam is not really a karyam, it is Brahma. And everything is Brahma. Where is Karanatvam to Brahma? Therefore, Nachamatstani Bhutani. Therefore, they don't really exist. For Jnani, Jagat doesn't exist. If you tell Jagat, he will ask you, where is Jagat? I don't see any Jagat. Everything is Brahma. Therefore, Nachamatstani. Really, beings do not exist in me. That also denied. Beings, if they are there, they can exist in me. They are not there. Where can they exist? Therefore, what is there is only Brahma eva. So, from the standpoint of the Jagat, when the Jagat is given a reality, then we say Sarvabhutani Matstani, Achagam Teshu Asitaha. When Jagat is dismissed as Mithya, it is not really, it is not real, it doesn't exist. That doesn't exist when in Jnanam, when there is a clear Samyak Darshanam, Jnanam with regard to the reality of the Jagat. Then what is there? It is Brahma eva. Therefore, when everything is Brahma, Brahma exists in Brahma, we cannot say. Brahma alone exists. Therefore, Bhutani, Namastani. So, therefore, here it is the Karana Karya Prakriya is only to understand the Jagat, because our basic inquiry starts with the Jagat. Our inquiry starts with who am I? It is body, mind, sense complex, which is part of the Jagat. Now, it's given a reality, therefore, I am as though an individual. If you analyze the individual, it reduces to Brahma. Therefore, where is Aham? The Aham is Brahma. With the body is Brahma, without the body is Brahma. When you give reality to the Brahma, to the body, mind, sense complex, then it is the Karyam. So that is superimposed on this Sat Brahma, Atma. Now, when it is dismissed as Mithya, then where is this body, mind, sense complex? That is Brahma eva. Everything reduces to Brahma eva. Therefore, Karyatvam, when Karyatvam attributed to the Jagat is dismissed, Karanatvam also stands dismissed. Karanatvam, if Brahma is really Karanam, it's a problem. So, this Karya Karana Prakriya, it is for the purpose of understanding the Jagat, because we have the orientation that Jagat is real. So Shastra doesn't dismiss in the very beginning itself the Jagat is unreal. As though the Jagat is real, Adhyaropa is done, then Apavada takes place. When Apavada happens, where is this Srishti? Where is the creation process? Everything is Brahma. Everything reduces to Brahma. Therefore, Nachamastani Bhutani. Bhutani also do not exist in me. It means Bhutas do not exist. What exists is Brahma alone. That is the teaching. When this is not understood, therefore only other darshan, other philosophies, even Vitishta, Advaita, Dvaita, the Mastani Sarvabhutani, all the beings exist in me. Nachagam Teshavasitaha. Therefore, Bhutani exist in me. I am not exist in the means I am bigger than them and they exist me as amoeba. As small dots, they exist in me. So this is the Dvaita philosophy. So Bhutas do not exist. It means they don't exist. It means what exists is Brahma alone. This is Advaita. So Bhutani do not exist in me. Nachamastani Bhutani dismisses the previous orientation, that is Karya Karana. Karya Karana, that Sambandha. To start with Karya Karana Sambandha, and later Karyatvam is also dismissed. When Karyatvam dismissed, Karanatvam also stands dismissed. Therefore, everything is Brahma. To make us see only this Prakriya is used. Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya, this Karya Karana Prakriya. Adhyaropa Apavada is nothing but Karya Karana Prakriya. Now, this shloka, Nachamastani Bhutani, beings do not exist in me. The previous shloka, Mastani Sarvabhutani. Now here, beings do not exist me. Because, why he says? Because this removes any possible notion of Bhagavan being the Adhara of all the beings. Bhutani, Mastani means Bhagavan is the Adhara. And Adeya, all the beings are the Adeya. All the beings are held or held by me. So Bhagavan's become the Adhara. But if Bhagavan is the Adhara, the Adharatvam of Bhagavan, Adharatvam of Atma. If Adharatvam of Atma is there, then there is Adeya. There is something which exists other than Atma, that Adeya, that is dismissed, because there is only one Atma. If there is only one Atma, there is only Atma. How can there be Adharatvam for Atma? So, therefore, in order to remain the status of being the Adhara, the Karanatvam, Adharatvam, Nachamatstani Bhutani, Bhagavan says, the pot exists in me. Who says? The clay says. I do not exist in pot. Mastani Sarvabhutani, Nachakam Teshu Avastitaha. The pot exists in me. I do not exist in pot. In fact, the pot doesn't exist in me. Where is the pot in the clay? When pot is destroyed, it becomes clay. It is all the way it is clay alone. Now, where is the pot in the clay? The pot doesn't exist in me. If pot really exists, then we can say pot exists, doesn't exist. The empirical, the reality given to pot is also dismissed. So pot do not exist in me. If pot exists in clay, then what happens? That pot will be there. That pot will be there in the clay as a particular thing. Where is pot? The pot do not exist. If pot is there, means that will be a pot only. That can become only a pot. It cannot become any other thing. It cannot become a lid. It cannot become a tumbler. Therefore, pot do not exist. To say that clay saying pot exists in me, it's absurd. In the beginning, pot exists in me, meaning the pot do not exist apart from me. The pot depends on me. I do not exist in pot because I am the Karanam. Therefore, I, the Karanam, do not exist in the Karya. So this is Karana Karya. Now the Karya, the pot, that also dismissed. Pot really doesn't exist, do not exist in me. How can clay claim that pot exists in me? Pot doesn't exist. So what is that? It's only clay. So all that is there is only myself. Clay alone exists. So I alone exist. With form, without form, it is I alone exist. Where is the pot? The clay will ask. I don't see pot. Similarly, what exists is only this Brahma. What exists is only this Atma. So Atma alone exists. So therefore here there is no contradiction. This should be clearly understood. Satyam Mithya is the truth of the teaching of Satyam Mithya. It is presented here. So, and Bhagavan says further, Pashyame Yogam Aishwaram, to make it more clear. To make it more clear, he says, Pashyame Yogam Aishwaram. There is no contradiction in what I have said. Pashya, may you see, understand my yoga. My yoga, Yogam Aishwaram. You understand my connection with this Jagat. That is, in the Karana Karya Prakriya, the cause is always independent of the effect, and the effect depends upon the cause. This reality. This is only from the standpoint of cause and effect, this reality. Now, one step above, if you further analyze the cause, the effect, there is no effect at all. What is there is only one cause, one vastu alone exists. There is nothing else. Therefore, the Karya is nothing but the Karanam alone in another form. Therefore, it is all the way Karanam. And Karya is not there, where is Karanam? There is only that. Only Bhagavan alone. So therefore, Pashyame, therefore, Yogam Aishwaram, may you see this wonder. may you see this wonder. May yogam pashya. May you see the yogam aishwaram. Yogam pashya. Mama yogam, it is aishwaram. Pashya, may you see the wonder. Aishwaram here is Ishwarasya bhavaha. Aishwaram, Pashya. So I am the Satya Adhishtanam of this Mitya Jagat. And therefore, the Jagat is Nama Rupa, they do not have existence, and therefore it's not really counted. So what exists is me alone. Therefore, Machamastani Bhutani. And see this yoga, my true nature. My true nature. And Bhuta Brita. From the standpoint of this Jagat, I am the Bhuta Brita. You have to explain the transaction reality. Therefore, they exist. I am the cause of that. I am the one who sustains them. The Bhuta Brita. I am the Bhuta Brita, Bhutastaha, Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. This Jagat being Mithya Padartha. Therefore, Bhuta Brita. Nacha Bhutastaha, Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. Bhuta Brita. Mamatma Bhuta Brita. Nacha Bhutastaha. Important. Mamatma Bhuta Brita. Brita means the one who sustains, who holds. What? Bhuta. Bhutam Vibharti iti Bhuta Brita. It is Brahma which sustains all the beings by giving existence to them. At the same time, it is not located in the Bhuta. It is that glory of me is not limited by the Bhuta. That is the everything belongs to everything. Everything is sustained by me. Bhuta Brita. Nacha Bhutastaha. Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. So that Bhuta Brita, Nacha Bhutastaha, it is as Atma, all the beings are sustained by me by giving existence to them. At the same time, I am not located in any of them, not limited by any of them. Nacha Bhutastaha. Unconditioned by the Upadhi, not limited by any of the Bhuta means Atma Chaitanyam is not conditioned. But conditioning is a seeming conditioning. That is only to explain the empirical reality. Therefore, where is the connection of the Satya Vastu with the Mithya? Therefore, there is no Satya Mithya Sambandha. This is what Mithya is. Mithya is to explain the transactional reality, understanding Mithya. We don't say Mithya do not really exist. It has got a different degree of reality. Having said this, then what is the nature of Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha? My true nature is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. I am the creator of this Mithya Prapancha. Now, Prapancha is Mithya Prapancha. So therefore, I am the creator. Mithya Prapancha is created. We can understand now Mithya Prapancha is created. Prapancha is Mithya. So Bhagavan do not really create a real Jagat. Then becomes a problem. This is Prapancha is Mithya. So therefore, if Prapancha is Mithya, then Agam Satyam Brahma, always Satyam Brahma. So from the empirical standpoint, I am the creator. Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. This is Adhyaropa. Purely from the standpoint of Adhyaropa. Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. So the idea is this Jagat which enjoys an empirical reality, it is mistaken for real. Therefore, it is dismissed by saying this Jagat is Mithya. Mithya Jagat, Mithya cannot exist separately from Satyam, Vastu, Satyam Brahma. Therefore, and being Mithya, and cannot exist apart from Satyam Brahma. And Satyam Brahma alone exists, nothing else. Therefore, what is Mithya? Mithya is only transactional. They do not really exist. From the Paramathika standpoint, it do not exist. Therefore, from the Paramathika standpoint, what is there is only Brahma. From the Vyavaharika standpoint, we have to explain the creation. Therefore, this Prapancha. Is Prapancha real? No, it is not real. It is Mithya. So therefore, the difference in the degree of reality should be understood. Satyam Mithya. Therefore, we are not saying Jagat do not exist. Jagat is unreal. From the standpoint of the Sat Brahma, Jagat is unreal. It enjoys a different order of reality, like Swapna, like the Swapna Prapancha. A good example, that's the best example. Swapna. Swapna, is it really real? It is real in the for the Suktaha. Doesn't exist. And the person wakes up. It is, you understand, it is real. He only created the Swapna. In fact, the waker, when he became a dreamer, he created the Swapna Prapancha. He created, it is like this Jagat, created. So that's a different order of reality. So the person wakes up, when he becomes a waker, and what is the existential reality of the Swapna and the dreamer? So it is saying, Swapna really do not, it doesn't enjoy any substance. So what is real is the waker, as in the Drishtanta. Similarly here also, so what is there is only Brahma. Sat alone exists. So therefore, Satyam Mithya, the relation are very clearly established. Therefore, there is no Jagat. The point is there is no Jagat. Where is Jagat? When it is Mithya, where is Jagat? So in the beginning, Brahma is Satyam, this Jagat is the Karyam. Now the Karyam, Jagat also is dismissed. Mithya, because it is Mithya. So therefore, what is there is only Brahma. And Brahma, who can enjoy the status of being a Karana? A Karanatvam attributed to Brahma also stands dismissed when Jagat is dismissed as Mithya. Therefore, Bhutani Nachamastani. So what is there is only Brahma. So I am Aham Sat Brahma. And I'm Sat Brahma, therefore Aham Avyakta. I don't have any form. Aham Sat Brahma, do not have any form. So for Aham Satyam, Brahma Satyam, Aham Brahma Satyam. And everything is, that's why Brahma is Asangaha. It can be Asangaha. Otherwise, Asangaha. Asangaha is possible only when there is Mithyatvam. So Bhutabhrata, I am the one who sustains the Mithya Jagat. It can sustain any amount of Mithya Jagat. Nacha Bhutastaha. Amatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. Amatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. So Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. Bhuta Bhavanaha, the creator of all beings and things. This Mithya creation. My Swarupa, my nature, my Paraprakriti, as we saw in the 7th chapter, Paraprakriti is the creator of this beings and things. The creation is Mithya creation. That is why we use the word projection, not even creation. Bhutabhrat. Nacha Bhutastaha. At the same time, Nacha Bhutastaha. I do not depend on beings and things. So therefore, there is no Adara Adeya Sambandha. There is no supporter relationship between me and the Jagat. So from the standpoint of Jagat, I am the Srishtikarta. And Jagat is, when it is dismissed, it is Vivarta Upadana Karanam. I am the Vivarta. Abhinya Nimitta Upadana Karanam Brahma. So this creation, this Jagat is like the snake in the rope. Rope becomes a snake. How can rope become a snake? It is Vivarta Upadana. So really snake is not there. Really snake is Vivarta. Similarly, the Jagat is Vivarta Upadana Karanam for this Jagat. Vivarta means apparent, not really real. Therefore, Nachamastani Bhutani iti. So, therefore, Nacha Bhutastaha, From the standpoint of Jagat, I am the creator of this Jagat and the beings. I am the one sustainer. This is from the standpoint of the Jagat. Acha bhutastaha bhutani na tishtati. Bhutani nacha bhutastaha nacha bhuta bhuteshu bhuteshu tishtati. Not agam bhuteshu nastaha. That is, I do not depend on beings. I do not depend on beings. Beings depend on me because they are created by me. The created is within quote, not real creation. That is to explain the Jagat. The second sentence of the shloka explains the Jagat. Jagat, the transactory world is explained. For that, Brahma is the Karanam. Again, the crux is already explained. The last line of the previous shloka and first line of this shloka. Then to explain the Jagat, Brahma is the Karanam. That's Brahma Satyam, Brahma Karanam, Jagat Mithya. The Karanam, the Karya Jagat is Mithya. So real Sambandha is not possible, but Sambandha is given for the sake of understanding the Jagat, because we have Abhimana with the Jagat. We have Sat Abhimana, real. The Abhimana is there for Jagat, therefore, as though the Jagat is real, for which Brahma is a Karanam is presented. From that standpoint, we say Brahma is a Bhuta Bhrit, Bhuta Bhavanaha, Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. Mamatma is, it is not my Atma, it is Mamatma is the Shashti Bhakti, here it is Raghava Shashti, Aupacharika Shashti. Aupacharika Shashti. I am the sustainer of all the beings. But really, do beings exist? Does the world exist? Do not exist. In reality, everything is Brahma. That is said in the first line of the shloka. Nachamastani bhutani. So the order must be clear. The Jagat is explained. The Jagat is explained as the Karya, for which the Karanam is Brahma. Therefore, Brahma is the Srishtikarta, Sitikarta, Layakarta. Therefore, Bhuta Bhrit, Bhuta Bhavanaha. And when Jagat is Mithya, therefore, really do not exist in me. Tachamastani Bhutani. Matstani Sarabhutani. Nacha Agamte Shavastitaha. They depend on me, I do not depend on them. In fact, they are also not in me. It means what is there is only Brahma Eva. Then the second line that explains the Srishti. Because Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti discussed in 7th chapter. So I am the Paraprakriti and Aparaprakriti, Maya. So therefore, I, the Brahma, the Bina Nimitta Upadana Karanam for this Srishta Mithya Jagat. The teachings, the central teaching of the Gita is presented, Vedanta is presented. So I am the Satya Adhishtanam of this Mithya Jagat. Agam Paramatma Advitiyam Advaitam Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. And this Jagat is Namarupa. Therefore, it doesn't have real existence. Therefore, Pashyame Yoga Maishwaram. So, therefore, I can understand from this the Asangatvam of Paramatma, Asangatvam of me. And that is what in the next line, next shloka, Bhashyakara, Bhagavan says, Yathakashas, Yathakashasito Nityam Mayus Sarvatra Maha. In spite of being the creator, how can Bhagavan be Asangaha? Asangatvam is explained with the Drishtanta in the next shloka. So we will stop here. These two shlokas are important shloka to be understood. The last shloka of the fifth line, the last The last line of the fifth shloka explains the Srishti, for which the Karanam is Brahma. And its last line of the fourth shloka and the first line of the fifth shloka explain the Swarupam of Brahma. Brahma is Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. It is Swarupam. From the standpoint of the Jagat, when it is explained, that is Tatastha Lakshana. When it is explained as such, it is Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. In Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, that is everything. Anantam it is. Therefore, Ananda, Anantaha. Everything is Brahma. Therefore, Jagat is Brahma. Whatever you see, it is Brahma. That's why Brahmarpanam Brahma Vihi. Brahmagno Brahmanavatam, Brahmaivatena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhana. Everything is Brahma. So where is Jagat then? Jagat do not exist. From the standpoint of the Satya Vastu, Jagat do not exist. From the standpoint of the Jagat, because Jagat is an experiential reality. For that Brahma is a Karanam. Therefore Bhuta Bhrita, Bhuta Bhavanaha iti. Then the question may arise, so the Bhuta Bhrita, Bhuta Bhavana, then Brahma must be Sangaha. It must have Sangha. It must have Sangha attachment. How can it be Asangaha? But Asangatvam. The Sangatvam is dismissed, and Brahma, in spite of the Jagat, it is Asangaha. And we can understand why it is Asangaha, because different order of reality. What is Sangha between the dreamer and the waker? The waker is always Asangaha, in spite of the dreamer. The dreamer he may not be. But when he wakes up, the waker is always Asangaha from the standpoint of the dreamer. Therefore, Asangam Brahma, in spite of the Srishti, that is explained in the Drishtanta in the next shloka. We'll see in the next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangha Padakramo Panishadai Yaganti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusvara suragana Devaya tasmai namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
हरिः ओम्
धन्यवाद
गुरुजी।
चरणजी।